This is Markella from the Screen Cloud team. We will be starting in 2 minutes. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please let me know by using the private chat box at the right of your screen. See you very, very soon. Hi again. We're going to get started now. Thanks for coming along to making awesome digital signage with Screen Cloud. Hope everyone is well today. It's been an amazing weather here in London, so us Londoners are a bit happier today. So before we kick off, let me introduce myself. My name is Markella, and I work at the marketing team here at Screen Cloud. My colleague Sam used to run these demos, but from now on, I am taking over. So apologies in advance if you hear any paper shuffling noises. I just want to get all my notes correct and give you a very good demo. So in the next 20 to 30 minutes, I'll show you how to use Screen Cloud to quickly make eye-catching and engaging digital signage. First, we'll look at images, videos, and documents. Then I'll show you how to add your apps and social media, on your screen. And then I'll walk you through our recommended hardware and, of course, how you can get started. At the end of this webinar, we're going to have a Q&A, and you can ask as many questions as you want. But feel free to ask any questions as I present. I will try to answer. Hope you can hear me. I'm really sorry about that. We must be gone down. We are back live. Hope you guys are here. Yes, you are. Okay, I think the internet went down. Oh gosh, mini heart attack. Anyway, please let me know if you can't hear me or if you don't see anything on your screen. I'll try to fix it, but I think we're fine. Can you hear me? Anyway, okay. So let's go back to our presentation. Okay. So after this lovely interruption, so think big picture. What does this mean? Well, the great thing of, okay, you guys are listening to me. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry for that. Okay, so let's start. The great thing about digital signage is that you get a big, beautiful canvas to work on. But unlike traditional signage, it's dynamic, which means you can put videos on or even share your metrics and dashboards. And you don't have to print or ship every time you want to update your content, which is great if you want to manage different locations or update your content regularly. So we see our customers uploading images to show offers or for displays at promotional events. Loads of them play YouTube videos of the latest products, or even share slides and presentations to inform. One of the schools that use us in California, the North Valley Baptist School, they share photos of the latest events with students, parents, and faculty. So this helps create a buzz for any upcoming events because people see their pictures and they're like, cannot wait for the next event. The teachers at school do this by uploading the images to a shared Dropbox folder, and then the screen automatically updates. That means nobody has to physically go and update the screen. So now I'm going to show you how you can do something similar using Screen Cloud. So let's go back to the platform, and I'll give you a quick tour. Oh, I'm so glad you guys can see better now. Okay, so here is your screen section. Here you can find all your screens, or you can add new screens. Here is the app store. Here you can find all of our apps. The content library. So all the content you upload is going to come up here. You can even all the apps is not just for anything you upload. It could also be any apps you want to add. Here is our playlist section, and here is our schedule section. So what is the difference between a schedule and a playlist? Well, a playlist lets you create an ordered list of items, and videos or apps, and you can pick in what order and how long you want them to appear. While a schedule lets you pick a specific day of the week you want your content to display. So what I'm going to do now, I have a live screen here at the office. I'm sorry if I don't look straight at you, but I'm working with two laptops. Want to see your questions if you have any. So let me open the screen from here. Ta-da! Perfect. So this is the live screen, and as you can see, there is my pairing code on top. Let's grab that and go to our screens. I'm going to add a screen, and I'm going to take the pairing code, which is TAKCRH. And I'm going to name it High School Second Floor. I pretend this is my imaginary high school, and I'm in charge of all the screens. So I'm going to add my screen and update it. The funny thing is that my laptops are on the Wi-Fi here when it went down, but the screen is connected to my hotspot, and it's working just fine. Okay, so let's create a picture playlist. So we're gonna go to create a new playlist. As you can see, there are stuff on my screen, but it doesn't show anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create this playlist and I'm gonna show it on the screen. So let's pretend we have an event, and let's name it event playlist. So very simple, drag and drop. I have already connected my Dropbox gallery. So I'm going to drag and drop. You can find it on our App Store. I have more pictures here. Could be that. And you can also upload. So you can go to upload and you can choose your files and you can go to desktop, perfect, and perfect, and upload. And as you can see here, the gears, our picture is optimizing to look at its best for a screen. Drag and drop. And if I don't like the order, I can move things around. And here's how I can set the timing. So we can say 20 seconds and we can press save. If we don't like something, we could just remove it, put it back. Perfect. Here is a color. If you manage many playlists, it's helpful. Trust me on that. If you want to copy the playlist, you can press here. If you want to do it, here. So this is ready. Let's go put it on our screen. I don't have to do anything. Literally it's created. No save buttons or anything. And I'm going to go to screen settings. I'm going to press in the middle. I'm going to pick playlists and I'm going to press event and save changes. And let's see what's going to happen. Our screen is loading as we speak. Let's see. So until our screen updates, let me explain to you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to show you how you can create a schedule. But it takes more than usual. But it's my phone. More than usual. It usually takes a second. Let's just say it's not a good Wi-Fi day. Let me try something. Okay. So when you upload many pictures on the Dropbox gallery, it takes some time to upload. I just wanted to see what happens when you put a picture on for demonstration, but I can put it back and it will come up as we go along. So let it, see? This is what I mean. Okay, so this is the Dropbox gallery playing now, showing up. So right now I just uploaded my content, so it needs to be on the internet, but even if the Wi-Fi goes down as we speak now, the device, the hardware, caches the content. So Screen Cloud does work offline. So once it syncs the photos and all the content you have updated, then it will keep playing it in a loop if Wi-Fi goes down. This is great. So let's create a schedule. We're going to go to create a new schedule, and I'm going to name it event. Okay, and we're gonna press save. So let's say the event is on Saturday and it's from 12 till 4. I'm gonna press here, event. If you haven't put the right times by drag and drop, no worries. You can change the time here. We can say it's from 12 till 4 and we can press save. So nothing is gonna happen on our screen, but we have, if you want, for example, to schedule, you can use multiple playlists in your schedule. So now I've used that. And we could pick another one for here. And when you go to your screen settings, you can pick schedule. So if I put it now, nothing's going to happen because there's nothing. Actually, there is. What time? No, it's not, because it's until 4. But if, for example, at this time there was a playlist here and I changed it to my schedule, the playlist that was in my schedule would come up. So this is done. Do we have any questions at this point? Anybody? Please, if you do let me know. If you don't, that's fine. It's been quite a tough Wi-Fi day. Oh, there is nothing wrong going on later. Could you update all screens at once instead of individually? So not at the moment, no. But what I can tell you is we are developing our platform. So it's going to happen in our next big update. It's something we're working on for a long time now, so it's something to expect in the future, not at the moment. But if you want to play the same content, you could use the same playlist for the screens. But yes, you have to add the different screens and go to screen settings and then put the playlist you want to play. Did I answer your question? If not, makes sense, thanks. Perfect. Okay. Okay, another question is it possible to have locked content that is required to be included across all screens? Locked content, you mean, so for example, it could be, let's say, your company's logo, that it should be on every single playlist. Just an example. Yes. Okay. Not at the moment. I'm not sure if it's on the roadmap, but I think your idea is really good. So it's something I'm going to pass to our development team because it sounds as a very good feature, especially for like company videos. That's a really good idea. Thank you, Nick. I'll pass it along to Des. Yeah, definitely. Really good idea. Nice. Thank you guys, and for your feedback and for your interaction. If any more, we have. Okay, on your earlier answer about updating, but if you have the same playlist on each device, can you just update the playlist and it will update on all devices? Yes, this will happen. What I'm saying is, so I'll show you what I mean. So you have to go, let's say I have these two screens. If I put in this screen as well, let's change the layout. right now you're not going to see anything, but I want to say is, yes, so this is what you have to do to have the same playlist. You have to do all this procedure, but if you go to the event and make any changes here, all the screens are going to update, so you don't have to touch the screens individually. This is easier, actually. Okay, so we have a question about hardware, any hardware suggestions for streaming video. So I'm going to touch on hardware on section 3. We are on section 1 now. So if you bear with me, I'll answer your question. Perfect. If there are no questions, I'm going to get going. If you have any thoughts or any feedback or any features you would like to have, just please let me know. Can you integrate with custom APIs? I think yes, this question is technical, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm not the technical person in the team, so I'm going to get back to you via email as soon as the seminar ends for sure. But I know our customers have taken APIs before and have created their own apps, so I know that. But I think that answers your question, kind of. But I'm not, I want to be 100% sure in order not to give the wrong information. So expect an email from me after this webinar, Elizabeth. Okay, so let's get going. You guys can keep sending me questions. So let's go back to our presentation. And now it's applications, always be trending. Okay. So, again, what is that? Well, something that gets organizations really excited is that they can share their social media accounts on their screens. Well, the reason is it's a great way to engage your audience with your brand. And for me, since I'm working in marketing, it saves me loads of time, because I can share on company screen my Twitter posts or my videos for Facebook without having to duplicate them for my screen. So it's kind of recycling your content. So one of our customers, a footwear retailer named Soul Trader, what they do is they use Instagram to create a buzz for the brands in store. Instagram, if you're working in retail or hospitality, it's a really smart app in terms of social proof, because it shows what other people think of your brand. And also, as I was saying before about recycling content in a way. So let's say you took a picture of a cake of the day, and you can put a picture on Twitter, then it will come up on your screen without you having to do anything. And right now we are creating new designs for Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to show more of your images. We have a question that is, are there any apps that help build slides? Yes, of course, we have the Google Slides app. So I would highly recommend Google Slides, because you can, it's on the cloud. So anytime you update your slides, they will come up on the screen without having to re-upload your PowerPoint presentation. Even on, as I showed you before, on uploading content, I uploaded an image, but you can upload your PowerPoint presentations or PDFs and documents. But when it comes to presentations, instead of making any changes and then re-uploading the presentation, I would highly recommend Google Slides, because you don't have to do that. And many members from your team can make changes without having to send files forward. Yeah, if you need more info, please let me know if I did not answer something. So what Soul Trader does is they manage 50 plus locations, and they update all the content on the screens without anyone having to physically go to the store. It's the marketing team from the headquarters that does all the managing. So now I'll show you how to add your social media on your screens and other applications. So let's go back. Okay, there is one question from Nick. For slides, can it integrate with Office 365? For example, a PowerPoint within a OneDrive group. So unfortunately, not at the moment. We are expanding to support Office 365. It's gonna happen. We've already got many requests. And it's going to be for all the applications for our event calendar. It's going to have a Office 365 integration, same as for the OneDrive file for PowerPoint presentation, sorry. And also we are developing a meeting room app, which is going to go live very soon in the following months. And in the future, it will also support an Office 365. So there are many developments happening in terms of that. Sorry that we cannot support it at this moment in time. So, social media. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a 3-zone layout. So let's add some apps first. We're going to go to our App Store. I'm going to add Twitter. We have Twitter search and Twitter timeline. Twitter search, you can monitor a specific mention or a specific hashtag, while Twitter timeline is the content you upload on a day-to-day basis on your profile. So for now, I'm going to use Twitter timeline. I'm going to press here and I'm going to go at this app and I'm going to log in. Perfect. You can pick your own theme. I'm going to pick default for now. Here is how long you want your tweets to change. I'm going to say 10 actually. I'm going to press autoplay videos off. I would highly recommend, especially if you work in an office environment. And I'm going to add app. And you can give it a name. Would highly recommend if you have many apps to work with. And I'm going to say Screen Cloud. And I'm going to press finished. And then I'm going to go back to my App Store and let's add the weather app. I can press here, add app. We can, to show you the difference, I'm going to pick high school and I'm going to press London. And you can also preview this app like this, and we can add this app. Okay, and I'm going to name it Weather London and press finished. Perfect. So let me show you what I mean by a multi-zone layout. So we're going to go to Screen Settings, press in the middle. Oh, sorry. Change layout. Press here and you selected layout. You can create a custom layout, you can make your own layout, and you can split the screen to up to 5 sections and you can pick the dimensions you want. So we have, as you can see, screen updated automatically. This is what I mean. This is usually how fast it happens. I'm gonna press here, I'm gonna go to content, and I'm gonna pick Twitter, and I'm gonna press save changes, and Twitter will come up, and press here, playlist, no, content, and weather. And save changes. So now you're gonna see. So what I mean by themes, in case some people have this question, because I mentioned it without giving more details, you can create, although we don't have super highly customizable templates, you can pick, you can change the background for most of our apps and you can pick your own fonts and your own colors. So you can do that by going to our App Store and go to the App Theme Editor, and you can create your own themes here. Another question people usually ask if you can have multiple of the same app. As you can see from my content library, see here, whatever we have uploaded is here. You can have different Twitter timelines, different weather apps. You can go crazy. ScreenCloud doesn't have a limit, so you can update as many pictures, as many videos, and as many applications as you wish. Any questions at this point? Yes. Do you want to try? Yes. Let me show you. Okay, so let's go to screen. Weather London, save changes. Okay, so the question was, if I put weather where I have Twitter instead, will it load the right format? So if it is responsive, as you can see, it is responsive, and it comes up like that. Any other questions? So the default theme for the weather is blue, but now I've changed the colors to be pink. Do we have any other questions? Let's see. How are you guys holding? Okay. So before I move on to hardware, I want to say that this is a great way to start thinking about your content strategy and what you want to achieve with your screen. Here we see different zones and we've picked specific content, but you can create your own playlists for each zone. What I did last time is, for example, on the ticker box, you can send messages. Let's say a team member has birthday, so you can send them a happy birthday message on the ticker. And here you can play for with your social media. You can have Twitter and Facebook to keep people engaged about what's going on with your brand. How many zones did I say it's available? So you can split the screen to up to 5 zones. So here this is our recommended layouts, but you can create your own by pressing this button here. Anything else? Perfect. Don't have any other questions at the moment, so I'm just gonna jump to hardware. Okay, hardware. If you want to see a full list of our apps, head to screen.cloud/app store. We have 50 plus apps and counting. We are developing new apps every month. Our most recent ones are the digital menu board and the YouTube live stream. So, hardware. Who asked before? Let me check. Who was it? Okay, Nick asked before if we have any hardware suggestions for streaming video. So, right now on the screen, you just see some of the devices we support. We support a lot of devices ranging from cheaper customer devices to higher end boxes and computers. The only thing I wouldn't recommend is the Chromecast. We do support it, but we don't recommend it because it doesn't work offline and it doesn't support the 3-zone layout. Amazon TV Fire Stick, it's a very good, affordable option. And if you want a Google Chrome device, the Chromebit is really good. So it depends on what other features you want your device to perform. When it comes to ScreenCloud, whether you pick the Amazon TV Fire Stick, whether you pick the Chromebit or the Intel Nuke, it's absolutely fine. They all both have similar performance. So, and also, as I told you, there is a caching thing that happens. So as the content cycles through, you will realize that it updates more, it's more responsive. Any questions on hardware for now? So Anne is asking, if you buy Chromebits, do you still need to buy the software management on their end? So no, if you buy the Chromebit, you download Screen Cloud Player. This is what you have to do. Okay, which is the it's in the application. You can find it in other applications. And then you download the player, and then it's what I showed you. You pair your device. Okay, so if you want to see a full list of our supported hardware, head to screen.cloud/devices. Okay, so now this is the end. After seeing this, if you think Screen Cloud might be for you, or even if you just want to try it yourself, the best way to get started is to get a 14-day free trial. You get 14 days to play around at as many apps, users, screens, playlist schedules as you want, and at the end of your trial, if you want to keep going, you can activate your account, and everything you'll keep and everything you've made, you will keep them. You can go crazy. As I said, there is no limit on the content you appear. And if you want more days to try out things, if 14 days is not enough for you, you can contact us and we will be more than happy to extend your trial. So, so one of you is having problems due to poor network. There will be a recording available, so I'll send it to you tomorrow, the beginning of the day. So there is a question about pricing. Could you talk a bit about your enterprise pricing option? So yes, of course. So we give 25% discount for 20 plus screens. Our basic cost is $20 per screen per month. For 20 plus screens is 25% off. For 100 plus screens is 50% off. And if you pay annually, you get an extra discount of 2 months for free per screen. If you want to talk about it further, I can get you in touch with Sam from our sales team. He will be more than happy to help you and specifically talk about your what you want to achieve and any specific you need. Perfect. Okay, then what I'm going to do, Nick, is I'm going to send you an email after this webinar introducing you to Sam, and he's going to take it from there. Okay. There is one question about permissions. Is it possible to have different permission levels within the player dashboard? For example, a corporate employee could oversee and make changes to all screens, but a local employee could have access to just the screen in their location. Yes, you can create different teams and different users and give them specific permissions. What I'm going to do, Elizabeth, we have a guide on that, and I'll send it to you, and you can take all check all the features. It's very brief. So then another one is it possible to have team administrators who can self-manage the team rather than an administrator has control over everything? I'm not sure about that, Nick. I will get back to you right after with my email. And then another question is, I haven't had a chance to look over your software completely. Do you have a dashboard where it shows if your devices are offline? So don't worry if you haven't taken a look. This is why I'm here. So please don't feel bad. That's absolutely fine. When I was in uni, I was going to my lecture, and sometimes I hadn't done the reading, so don't worry about it. If the screen goes offline, you're not going to be notified. But you can check if your screen is offline. Don't worry, I'll show you. Here, if you go to screens, you can check if the screen is offline or online. So here it tells you that it's not connected, and here the green color here means that your screen is live. But in the future, you will be able to be notified. As I told you, our platform is going to have a redesign, so some of the features you've already talked about are going to be there. So how often does it try to reconnect if it's offline? So the screen will go offline only if you close your screen. If the Wi-Fi goes down, the screen is going to continue to be live. Right now, my screen is not connected because the actual screen that it's buried, I've closed it. It's down. I've taken out the hardware, basically. This is why. How often do you release a new version of your software? So we make small changes, so we improve the basic platform. As what you see, with every month we make new changes for improvement. But what I'm talking about, the screen count, is going to be new features, so many things are going to change. So after that, I don't know when the big update is going to be, but it's going to be a big, many new features that people over the past year have asked. They're going to be added there. Are your updates to your software automatic? Yes, you don't have to do anything. So now we updated our design apps, and you can pick if you want the old or the new design. Of course, we told people, we send them an email because we want to keep you guys posted without just logging in and be like, oh my God, what happened? So we had given our customers a heads up, but when we make something that is big, we consider to be big. So for example, redesigning how an app looks, because we thought that some people might prefer the old one. We kept both of them to give our customers the choice to settle for the one they prefer. So yes, I did answer the question about slides, but I can repeat. We have the Google Slides app, and there was a question that if we support Office 365, but unfortunately we don't at the moment, but it's something that's going to happen in the future. Anything else? I just want to say it's the first time during my webinars I'm having so long conversation, and it feels great. So thank you guys for all of the questions. Does this integrate with Salesforce? We don't integrate with Salesforce, but I think you might be able to share your dashboards and metrics on your screen. I'm going to ask our support team and get back to you on that. So there was, who was it? I think it was Elizabeth. Yeah, so Elizabeth, I'm going to get back to you about custom APIs. Nick, I'm going to introduce you to Sam, and you can talk about enterprise pricing, and also get back to you about apps and permissions. And there was, who else was it? I think it was Anne about different users, and Cheryl, I'm going to get back to you about Salesforce. Are there moving videos that can air without audio? So what if you turn off the audio on your screen, it doesn't sound, so it depends on whether the video has audio. So if your video does have audio, yes, it will come up, but if it doesn't, if you don't want it, you can mute the screen, but it's a feature we're also working on. Was that it? No questions? Okay, guys, it was an absolute pleasure. You all made my day. Thank you so, so much. And I'm so sorry with the internet thing. Thank God. It went back live. There's going to be a recording. I'm going to send it out to you tomorrow and you can refer to it. Please, please, please let me know if you have any more questions. I'll send you the recording tomorrow and you can see my email. But even if you don't, here is my email. You can go to either hello@screen.cloud or send me an email to markella@screen.cloud. It's MARKELLA. But don't worry, you're going to get my email tomorrow with the recording. Any questions, please send it to me. I'll be more than happy to help you and I'll get back to you to whatever I did not answer. Thank you so, so much and have an amazing day wherever you are. And thank you so much for your understanding. And again, apology. So that was it. Bye to everyone. Bye-bye. And ciao.